My name is Carlos. I'm a student. I work part-time as a waiter and I live at home.
My name is Tim. I'm a dentist. My partner and I are the fathers of 2 great kids.
My name is Ben. I do shipping and receiving. I came to this country 10 years ago. My wife and I have 1 child. We all have one thing in common. We all have been abusive to our partners. Though each of us has been abusive to our partners, our abuse has been different. My abuse started with my attitude toward my wife. We both work full-time, but I still expected her to take care of everything around the house. I thought it was her job to cook dinner for me. I thought it was her job to help our daughter with her homework. I would come home whenever, often after having several drinks or gambling. One night I came home and she told me dinner was in the fridge. I slammed her against the wall, yelling at her. This wasn't the first time I had become violent. The neighbors heard and called the police.
I always wanted to know where my partner was and what he was doing. We would get up together, get the kids ready for school. I would drop him off at work before going to work myself. I would call him anytime I could to ask what he was doing. He had to tell me. We would have lunch together every day. I would pick him up from work, we'd cook dinner together. On weekends, I would arrange for a babysitter so we could go away. I didn't like his friends or his family. I now know he had no life. One day Pat wanted to go get his car washed. I said no. I stood in the doorway and wouldn't let him leave the house. He tried to get past me, but I pushed him, causing him to fall backwards. The kids got scared and called the police.
My girlfriend and I, we were off and on. I asked her out for our anniversary. We went out to a nice place. I didn't like her attitude, so I told her we had to leave. I put her in my car and drove to Skyline. Well, I drove, but I took the turns kind of fast. She told me she wanted to go home. I wasn't ready to go. She tried to get out of the car, but I grabbed her arm to keep her from leaving. She tried calling someone, and I threw her cell phone out the window. I drove around trying to talk to her. After several hours, I did take her home, but then she was really scared. She must have told her roommates because they called the police. Though we're all different, we all have certain things in common. Each of us was trying to control our partner. We were isolating them from others so that we could have more control. We were all trying to keep our partners from doing the things that they wanted to do and from connecting with their family and friends. We were emotionally abusive to our partners. We all called our partners names and put them down in ways that we would never treat a coworker, our boss, or a friend. We blamed our partners for our actions and we minimized our own behaviors. We felt justified and entitled in what we were doing.
The domestic violence we did is also against the law. If you physically hurt your partner, damage property, threaten your partner in a way that your partner believes is credible, stalk your partner, you are breaking the law. Some consequences may include being subject to a year in county jail, having to complete a 52-week domestic violence class, and being on probation for 3 years. There may be other repercussions for your actions.
We were all ordered and completed a 52-week domestic violence class. None of us wanted to do it at first because we all thought we had done nothing wrong. Through the 52-week program, I eventually realized I needed help. I stopped blaming my partner for my violence and began to take responsibility for my abusive behavior. It was a difficult process, but I let go of my abusive patterns and made a commitment to never resort to violence again.
If you or someone you know is in immediate danger, dial 911. In Santa Clara County, if you or someone you know needs help or services, dial 211.